5 urban legends that turned out to be true. Story 1, the Hookman. For decades, the story of the Hookman has been a staple of urban legends. The tale goes that a young couple is parked at a secluded lover's lane when they hear a radio announcement about an escaped convict with a hook for a hand. Terrified, they drive off quickly, only to find a hook hanging from the car door handle when they arrive home. While it sounds like a typical campfire story, there is some truth behind the legend. In the 1950s, a series of attacks on young couples parked in secluded areas terrorized Texarkana, Texas. Dubbed the Texarkana Moonlight Murders, these brutal crimes were committed by a masked assailant who targeted couples in their cars. The real-life events inspired numerous retellings and embellishments, including the addition of the hook-handed killer. The killer, known as the Phantom Killer, was never caught, and his identity remains a mystery to this day. The legend of the Hookman serves as a cautionary tale warning young couples about the dangers of isolated spots. The Texarkana Moonlight Murders remain one of the most chilling true crime stories in American history, blurring the lines between myth and reality. Story 2, the Body Under the Bed. The urban legend of the body under the bed tells the gruesome tale of unsuspecting hotel guests who spend the night in a room with a foul odor only to discover that a dead body is hidden under the mattress. While this story might sound like pure fiction, there have been documented cases where it actually happened. In 1989, a hotel in Las Vegas became the scene of a real-life horror story. Guests had complained about a foul smell coming from their room, but the hotel staff initially dismissed it as a plumbing issue. However, when the odor persisted, they decided to investigate further. To their horror, they discovered the decomposing body of a woman stuffed under the bed. She had been murdered by her boyfriend, who then hid her body under the mattress before fleeing the scene. Similar incidents have occurred in other hotels around the world, making this urban legend a grim reality. The body under the bed story serves as a macabre reminder that sometimes the truth is stranger and more horrifying than fiction. Story 3, the Killer in the Backseat. The Killer in the Backseat is a classic urban legend that has been told around campfires for generations. It involves a woman driving home alone at night who notices a car following her closely, flashing its headlights. She makes it home safely, only to discover that the driver was trying to warn her about a killer hiding in her backseat. This story, while terrifying, has roots in real events. In 1964, an incident in New York City bore a striking resemblance to this legend. A woman named Lisa was driving home late at night when she noticed a car following her closely. The driver flashed his headlights repeatedly, causing her to panic. She drove straight to the nearest police station, where the pursuing driver revealed the horrifying truth: he had seen a man with a knife hiding in her backseat. The police apprehended the would-be attacker, and Lisa's life was saved thanks to the quick-thinking driver. This real-life event helped cement the killer in the backseat as a cautionary tale, reminding people to always check their vehicles before getting in and to trust their instincts when they feel threatened. Story 4, the Choking Doberman. The urban legend of the choking Doberman tells of a couple who return home to find their dog choking on something. When they rush the dog to the vet, they are shocked to discover that the dog had been trying to swallow the fingers of a burglar who was hiding in their house. While this story might seem far-fetched, it has roots in a real incident. In the early 1980s, a couple in Los Angeles experienced a similar nightmare. They came home to find their Doberman choking and immediately took him to the vet. Upon examination, the vet discovered that the dog had a human finger lodged in its throat. The police were called, and they searched the couple's home, finding an intruder hiding in a closet with severe hand injuries. The burglar had broken into the house and was attacked by the Doberman, who bit off his fingers during the struggle. The dog had heroically protected its owners, leading to the intruder's capture. This real-life event mirrors the urban legend closely, proving that sometimes truth is indeed stranger than fiction. Story 5, the Babysitter and the Man Upstairs. One of the most chilling urban legends involves a young babysitter receiving eerie phone calls from a stranger who keeps asking her to check on the children. After several unsettling calls, she contacts the police, who trace the calls and inform her that they are coming from inside the house. She narrowly escapes as the police arrive to apprehend the intruder, who had been hiding upstairs. This terrifying tale has its roots in a real-life incident. In 1950, a 13-year-old girl named Janet Chrisman was babysitting a young boy in Columbia, Missouri. Late that night, she called the police, saying someone was trying to break into the house. Unfortunately, the line went dead before she could provide more details. When the parents returned home, they found Janet had been brutally murdered. The killer was never caught, but the case bore a striking resemblance to the urban legend, which has since become a cautionary tale for babysitters everywhere. The real-life tragedy of Janet Chrisman underscores the vulnerability of young babysitters and the dangers they might face. The story serves as a grim reminder of the importance of vigilance and the potential reality behind some urban legends. Thanks.